Hello and welcome back to Factorio. We are attempting to get our copper woes sorted. We built a copper outpost, which took a lot more work than I thought it would. And we've managed to route that into some smelters. And we're now getting that smelted copper onto the bus. Fingers crossed, these extra lines of copper will solve our issues with green circuit production. In at least the green circuits won't be running out of copper. Right. The one thing that has been really, I can't even find the words for it. I don't have child-friendly words. Is deep breaths. Cliff explosives. Because there are cliffs everywhere, all through my bus, and it's really irking me. So we are going to make explosives, and those explosives are then going to be turned into cliff explosives, and we are going to blow lots and lots and lots of cliffs up, and that is going to make me a very happy camper. Alright, so explosives need coal and sulfur and water. So let's just double check that. Explosives, yeah, coal, sulfur, water. We have all of that on our bus. So I am going to the bus and I'm going to make explosives. They are going to go onto the bus. We are going to bus them around. And one of the things that's going to happen to them is that they are going to turn into cliff explosives. And we are going to jump up and down with joy. Blow up cliffs. Ah! Alright, let's try this again. So as you can see, our bus is becoming increasingly awesome. It just gets bigger and bigger. Alright, take this back to here, and then in a weekly recap, when I'm doing a bit of make work and talking about the base, we will sort this all out. Alright, let's take out more of this forest. Down to here. Right, my experience of explosives is you start off thinking you don't really need much. So you make a little build which makes a little bit of explosives. And everybody's happy. And then you end up using it in munitions, and before you know it, explosives becomes a major production. So we're going to start off by assuming that it's something that we need to make quite a lot of. So we're going to use, since I have 8 chem plants, we are going to use 8 chem plants to make. Should we do 8 or should we do fewer than that? I don't know. We're going to bring water in this side. And we will bring in a split line of coal and sulfur. And then we will put out explosives. We will buffer the explosives in a buffering doohickey, which by now almost certainly should have been replaced with something that uses loaders, because I've discovered there are loaders in this mod pack. But because I'm an idiot, I didn't spot them earlier. Okay, power pole there and there. Now this whole contraption needs to shift over to there. Good. Okay, I think that's it. So this is a there. This is a split line of coal and sulfur. So that should be a dead simple thing. But we need more bus. So I'm going to grab this. Hold down shift, tiles, create blueprint. And we will continue this on further. Whoops. That's better. Now this is going to use up all my materials. I'll end up with no belt, so we'll have to run back and get more in a moment. Eight, 9. So we're now on to our 9th full lane on the bus, which I don't know what you think, but I think it's epic. Great. I have never built anything like this before. It's really entertaining. Right, we have a load of wood. And then this is a split belt, which I can't really make because split belts require belts. Alright, all that wood can go in there. Let's run down, get ourselves some belt. Once we've done this, our cliff explosives, the next job is going to be robots, which I think is probably a job for next week. But we're going to set up logistics and construction bots. Okay, let's grab those as well. And I think I have plenty of splitters. I get through a lot less splitters than everything else. Okay. Oh, something's weird. So our research is not moving. Okay, so what are these missing? What's going on here? It's these cards. Oh, it's wood limited. Okay. Bizarrely. Okay, so can I... But I think the problem is that I have the wrong number of greenhouses. Well, I have to fix this because you can see that everything else is backed up. It's not one of those optional fix laters. Right, can I make a greenhouse? Need some glass, which is one of those things I've probably dumped a load of out of my inventory. Can't fit any in my inventory because my inventory is full. Alright, get rid of that. There we are, a greenhouse. So the solution here is almost certainly going to be a second greenhouse. Although how I get that wood in, I don't know. It's past time when I should have an actual plan for making wood. Right, for now, no, I'll need. And yes, I am smoking a little bit inside every time I say making wood. That can't go there because of the belt, and it's not an easy thing to reroute. This is producing as fast as it can. Okay, can I relocate it here? I think possibly I can. Okay. Let's take a box. Dump all the rail. That gives me room. Alright, so I'm going to take this up. Take this water up, because I'm going to reroute the water. It was an annoying place for it anyway. Right, so the water's down there. I want it over there now. And I'm going to end up building really frustratingly across. Okay, there we go. Can I do this? So at the moment these have a single input arm, but can I double that up? Yes, I can. Good. And then I can underground this cliff. Except not for the final one. Okay, how else could we do this? I genuinely do not know. I'm going to upgrade this and that, because it probably needs it. Okay, if I move that around there. That still has a supply of copper. Okay, then that's loading on that side. I can put a pole there, and I can put a steel pole there. Alright, so then I don't need the red arms. This is all becoming a bit spaghetti. Alright. There we go. And what's the best way around here? I think around this end. Good. Then those are here. Let's leave them. There we are. We can put pipe. Then we are bringing water from over here. So let's do that. Of course it does. It just clips the cliff. Alright, cut that off. My little construction drones are going to get properly upset. Then power. Good. Outputs. And then I'm going to have to walk around again. What am I walking around? I don't know. It's this weird feature in the ground that I've never seen before. Don't see until I walk through it. It's like a wall, but except you can't deconstruct it. I wonder what it is. Yeah. Play with cliffs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Alright, we have water. We've set the recipe. It is starting to make. That should solve our research problem. Great. Alright, I don't think I need this rail right now. So, next job. Cliff explosives. Did I mention that I want cliff explosives to blow cliffs up? Because cliffs are horrible. Right. Right, and this should be a full belt. I think I can take this across as if it were a full belt all the way up to here, and then we need to merge by the green circuit build. There. And then we may or may not carry that on in future. Alright. That will get built as and when I walk across that bit of the bus. I'm drinking a very fine bottle of wine tonight. It is fairly cheap, but very nice. It is a Malbec. Okay, so this never got built because we needed sulfur and coal as a split belt. So here's our coal. Okay, and we've got one of these belt collision problems. So I want to bring the sulfur down. Okay, so let's bring it down by the side here. Did I just pick up the wrong thing? Yes, I did. Alright, and then I'm just going to underground all of that. Then I want it to merge in with coal. And it's going to go in there. Alright, let's carry on. No, this is coal, isn't it? Yeah, this is coke. Alright, let's head back up to the coal. That would have been really annoying if I'd merged it in with coke instead of coal. Right, so we need to split maybe there, because I want to bring this down on this line, and that requires this to be out of the way. In fact, let's do both of these. Then let's take that out. And there we are. And that's another 1,000 belts gone. Alright, so legs, efficiency module 2, braking is good. Signal transmission. Yeah, I think we'll have that. Atmospheric condenser gives us gases for crafting. Reinforced plates. I'm not quite sure what they're for. Lasers I definitely want. I'm assuming lasers are used for killing things, and killing things is going to become an issue soon. Not so much me going out and shooting them, but the automated, drones going out, placing down things, the drones killing the things with the lasers they've placed. Sort of turret creep style thing. Alright, another 1,000 of those. I'm beginning to think that this now needs to be uncapped. Okay. Let's get this in, just because it'll make me feel happier when it is. We need a waterfall here. There you go. Alright. You always place the waterfall splitters after the takeoff because you want it to go into the gap which was opened up by the previous. Alright. So we've already used nearly 60 belts and we haven't even done anything. And there we go. Fly, my pretties. That's the important one. Down we come. And I genuinely don't know how many of these we need. I think maybe 4 is a good start. And we have no outputs. Well, that's just sad. All right. So how long does this take to craft? Not too long. We have explosives. All is right with the world. Right, now that we have explosives, let's put this down. This doesn't look wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Equally, this doesn't look wide enough. Alright. So, cliff explosive is quite simple. It's one of these factories where it's probably silly to use an entire block for it. There's probably other things we'll end up making in the same place, mainly to do with blowing things up. So, grenades. There's coal and iron plate. Now, I want to have a look at grenades to see what else they are used for. Grenade. Okay, so they're used for cliff explosives and clusters, but nothing else useful. Alright, so let's look what a grenade needs. Just iron plate and coal. Same as in vanilla. Okay. So let's bring in iron plate and coal. Then that is going to be fed straight into cliff explosives. Here. Ah, we need explosives for water excavation. Maybe that's worth doing here as well. So that is empty barrels and grenades and explosives. So barrels, steel plate. So I need iron plate, steel plate, coal, explosives. And that allows me to blow things up. So let's bring in this. And I'm going to stick with the policy of taking belts onto the end of the builds, even if they're not really needed. Alright. So, coal, iron, steel, explosives. There's our iron. So, probably best... we've got one of these awkward things where these two belts next to each other really mess things up. Right. So this is the iron plate. So then we have coal, steel, plate, explosives to come in. There's coal. So I think that's as good a choice as any. And then we need steel plate and explosives. Ooh, is that steel plate? Or is it iron plate? Now that must be iron plate. That's steel plate. Up here somewhere. Let's have a quick check. Goes a long way, doesn't it? That's steel plate. Okay, so it would have been easier to merge in coal and steel plate to this, since they're close together. Let's do that. Alright, make some space so we can figure out what's going on. So, this is going to be coal and steel plate. That would work. Then I need to underground this. And that doesn't quite reach. That does. Okay, so then it's just explosives, and that can come in there. And then we'll have to clean a line off. Whoop. Did I just do coke instead of... I did coke instead of coal. Because I'm a complete idiot. Right. Do this all again. Right, so this is steel plate. So this can be merged into the iron plate. So we end up with an iron plate, steel plate mix. Oh, what a mess. Okay, then this is coal and explosives. Here's the coal. Okay, this can be a mini jump. Split here. I'm slightly overrunning. I really, really want to get this done. It has been so frustrating trying to deal with these cliffs that I just really want them dead. There we go. Okay, that's the coal. And split this off. So people laugh at me about doing these really fastidious buses where, you know, I'm very completist about having everything correctly on the bus, but I think it's the only way to do a bus. I'd get laughed at for moving the explosives all the way up the top to bring them all the way down again, just into the next build. But, you know, never mind. People are allowed to laugh. Right, what's this needing? Iron plate. There we go. It's got iron plate. It's got coal. This has... It just needs explosives. There. And this needs steel plate. And can I handcraft any of these? One. And is this capped? Yes, it's capped to 2 stacks. with my 2 cliff explosives. Let's just get rid of this. I'm going to blow something up in celebration. Where are we? Let's find the first cliff on the bus. And bring it some justice. How long we go here? Wonderful. So this is the first bit where we can I can hardly express how this makes me feel. Other than to say, really good. Okay, so this is going to be my life for a little bit. Just bringing cliffs, justice and peace and prosperity the traditional way, and cleaning up the center of the bus. But that's obviously not something you need to see me do. So I will do that off camera or in an in-between week episode. However, this week we have achieved almost nothing. We have got explosives, power poles, concrete, blue tech cards, and that's it. And we did a copper outpost. And that's literally all we have achieved. But I am very pleased with this, all we have achieved. Because it's, you know, it's a thing, isn't it? We got it done. Oh, this is an expansion party. That's going to go wrong really soon. So, on that bombshell, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching another week with me. I'll do a weekly catch-up tomorrow. But until then, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Please stay safe and healthy. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.